Do you want to survive, or do you want to thrive in chaos? Hack number 41 separates mere survivors from legends. Adaptability. The world doesn't wait for you, so you must evolve faster. If you think day one of a survival scenario is going to be calm, cozy, or Instagram-worthy, think again. This is the moment your comfort dies and your instincts take over. Water is your lifeline. Most beginners panic about food, but here's a dark truth. You can survive weeks without food, but days without water, and your brain starts short-circuiting like a broken robot. If you have no clean water, create a simple solar still. Dig a hole, place a container in the center, cover with plastic, and let the sun do the work. It sounds like science class, but in apocalypse, it's life or death. Fire is more than warmth. It's visibility, safety, and a psychological weapon. But here's a dark humor warning. A giant blaze makes you a glowing target for everything that's hunting, including humans who didn't skip survival training. Use cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly. Lightweight, easy to carry, and ignites in seconds. Think of it as your emergency magic wand, except it summons heat, not unicorns. Shelter is your armor. Beginners pick pretty buildings or soft couches, but here's the post-apocalyptic truth. Comfort equals visibility equals risk. Your home must hide you, not pamper you. Use debris, tarps, and foliage to build low-profile shelters. If it looks like a cardboard fort, you're doing it right, invisible to predators, both human and animal. Navigation is survival. GPS, forget it. The apocalypse doesn't care about satellites. You need mental maps, natural landmarks, and the ability to read the sky without squinting like a confused raccoon. Learn the moss trick. Moss grows on the north side in the northern hemisphere. Combine with sun angles and you'll know east from west without electronics. Science is your compass. Food is secondary, but don't ignore it. Post-apocalyptic meals are not about flavor, they're about calories and safety. Eating untested food can make day to the last day you remember. Forage for edible plants only if you know them. Avoid experimenting with random greens unless you want your intestines to star in their own horror show. Tools are life. Beginners grab cool knives and fancy gear, but forget versatility. One multi-purpose tool beats 10 decorative gadgets any day. Turn everyday objects into survival gear. A shoelace becomes cordage. A soda can becomes a water filter. Post-apocalypse rewards creativity, not money. Stealth trumps strength. Loud footsteps, bright lights, or careless shouting paints a target on your back. The apocalypse is a theater, and you're trying to avoid the starring role. Wrap soft cloth around shoes for silent walking. Use shadows to move, and always assume someone or something is watching. You are not alone. Mental survival is as critical as physical. Panic is contagious. Fear clouds judgment. Day one is a test of your inner chaos tolerance. Breathe, plan, rehearse worst-case scenarios. Laugh at the absurdity of your situation. Dark humor isn't optional, it's oxygen. Group dynamics. If you travel with others, survival depends on trust, communication, and understanding who will break first. The apocalypse magnifies personality flaws into life or death decisions. Assign roles immediately. Scout, medic, navigator, security. If everyone tries to lead, everyone dies. Your group is a micro-society with one law: survival. Waste management. Yeah, sounds boring, but improper waste handling attracts predators and spreads disease faster than you can scream. Dig latrines away from water sources, burn trash carefully, and keep your camp clean. The apocalypse doesn't forgive sloppiness. These first 10 hacks are the skeleton of survival. Without them, the rest of your apocalypse journey is a horror story waiting to happen. Master these, and you might just make it to section 2. If you think surviving is just about water, food, and hiding, you're in for a rude awakening. The apocalypse rewards preparation, creativity, and dark humor in equal measures. Improvised weapons. A knife is good. A rock tied to a stick, even better. Post-apocalyptic science is simple. Tools can kill, defend, or scare. Creativity wins where bullets fail. Collect sturdy materials like pipes, ropes, and scrap metal. Combine, test, and carry light. Your best weapon is the one you can actually swing without breaking your back. Signal survival. You might need rescue or distraction, but noise and light can be a double-edged sword. Every flare, whistle, or torch can save or betray you instantly. Use reflective surfaces like a soda can to flash sunlight or create coded whistle patterns. Rescue in danger can hear the same signals. Precision matters. Heat management. Cold kills silently. Heat kills loudly. Too much fire or exposure can be fatal. Knowing when to warm up, cool down, or stay insulated is life science, not luck. Use layers of clothing, reflective blankets, and hot rocks. Rotate clothing when wet. Your body is your furnace. Treat it like a fragile engine. Improvise traps. Hunting isn't about fun, it's about survival. Traps save energy, extend reach, and sometimes protect your camp while you sleep. But remember, traps are indiscriminate. Step carefully. Rope loops, spring snares, and simple trip triggers can catch small game. Check traps often. Forgotten traps are just self-made hazards. Improvised water filtration. Clear water isn't clean water. Pathogens, chemicals, and hidden nasties will destroy unprepared survivors. Science saves lives here. Layer, sand, charcoal, and cloth in a bottle. Gravity does the work. Boil filtered water if possible. Think like a scientist. Every sip counts. Night navigation. Darkness is not your friend. Stars, moonlight, and reflective objects are your guide. Misstep at night can turn a small disaster into a fatal one. Use a stick to gauge depth in shadows. Mark paths with discrete reflective strips, and avoid areas where you can't see obstacles. Night vision is your imagination backed by science. Improvised first aid. Cuts, bruises, infections happen fast. Panic worsens outcomes. Having basic medical supplies isn't optional, it's mandatory. Alcohol or iodine for disinfecting. Cloth for pressure. Splints from sticks. Combine creativity with caution. Your life may depend on it. Quick shelter upgrades. A tarp on day 1 is good. Adding camouflage and windbreaks on day 2 is brilliant. Your shelter is a living system, not a static object. Use natural materials like leaves and mud for insulation. Shape airflow around your shelter to stay warm, dry, and hidden. Simple engineering equals survival math. Signal traps for security. Noise triggers can alert you to intruders or predators without direct confrontation. Prevention beats reaction every time. Tripwires, tin cans, and small bells are easy. Place around perimeter where movement is likely. Every rattle is your early warning system. Mental adaptation. Your brain is your most underrated survival tool. Stress, fear, and fatigue are killers. Humor, observation, and planning turn psychological chaos into advantage. Write down observations. Joke about absurd situations. Rehearse escape routes. Laughter and logic together make the world less deadly. These 10 advanced hacks are the difference between surviving a week or becoming a cautionary tale. Master these, and day 2 might just feel like practice instead of a nightmare. How fast can you run when your life depends on it? Because hack number 21 is all about mobility. Staying alive isn't about hiding forever. It's about moving smarter than everything that wants to catch you. Travel light. Beginners overload backpacks with junk, thinking more stuff equals more survival. Reality check. Extra weight slows you down and makes you loud. Only carry essentials, water, food, fire starter, knife, and first aid. Everything else is luxury you can't afford in a crisis. Avoid predictable routes. Zombies, marauders, or natural hazards don't like surprises. They are surprises. Predictable patterns get you caught. Memorize landmarks, rotate paths, and move during times when cover is available. The more unpredictable your travel, the safer your journey. Situational awareness. Most beginners stare at the ground or obsess over one thing, while danger sneaks in from behind. Awareness is your sixth sense. Check perimeter every 5 to 10 minutes. Listen for odd noises, smell the air, and trust your instincts. Your gut often detects threats before your eyes do. Use distractions. Sometimes the smartest move is creating chaos elsewhere to cover your escape. This is not cheating, it's science. Throw objects, whistle in one direction while moving another, or set minor fires away from camp. The world reacts to noise. Use it strategically. Know the terrain. Hills, rivers, and forests are not scenic, they are survival variables. Poor terrain knowledge gets you trapped, tired, or dead. Identify natural choke points, high ground, and escape routes. Use your environment to funnel threats away and protect your back. Nature is both ally and enemy. Concealment. Being unseen is more powerful than being armed. Shadows, camouflage, and natural cover are your invisibility cloak. Wear muted colors, smear mud for camouflage, and move during low visibility hours. The less detectable you are, the longer you survive. Night vision isn't magical. It's practiced observation. Beginners panic in darkness. You can train eyes to detect shapes, movement, and subtle light cues. Give eyes time to adjust to darkness, avoid white light, and focus on outlines. Your ability to see in the dark beats any flashlight. Silent communication. Verbal calls, alert threats. Hand signals, knocks, and coded whistles. Keep your group coordinated without revealing position. Develop a set of simple signs and sounds for urgent alerts. Every silent cue can save lives and prevent panic. Backup plans. The best route can fail. Water source dries, shelter collapses, enemies appear. Always have plan B and C, D and E. Identify multiple shelters, water points, and exit paths. Redundancy is boring, but it's the difference between survival and regret. Observation logs, track hazards, resource locations, and patterns of movement in your environment. Memory fails. Notes last. Use sketches, short phrases, or symbols to remember resources and dangers. Every note increases odds of surviving unexpected threats. Mastering mobility and awareness is what separates survivors from victims. Move smart, see everything, hide when needed, and always plan for what the world doesn't want you to see. Section 4 is coming, and it's about defense, improvisation, and mind tricks that save lives. By now, you've got water, fire, food, shelter, and mobility covered, but survival isn't just about endurance. Hack number 31 is about defense, the art of making sure trouble finds someone else first. Improvised defense is your first line. A baseball bat, a sturdy stick, or a heavy pipe can protect your life if wielded correctly. Don't underestimate physics in chaos. Train your swing, understand leverage, and always know what's behind you. A strong backup strike can be the difference between dinner and surviving dinner. Improvised alarms. A well-placed tripwire, tin can, or string of shells can alert you to movement without exposing yourself. Silent security is your friend. Position triggers where intruders or predators are likely to cross. Check regularly. An old trap is a useless trap. Psychological tricks. Outwit, mislead, and manipulate perception. Survival favors the cunning, not the strongest. Create false trails, leave decoys, or mimic sounds of others. Confuse predators or rival humans. Keep your movements unpredictable. Improvised transportation. When time is critical, walking is slow. Bikes, carts, or makeshift sleds can move you faster than your enemies expect. Reinforce wheels. Tie down gear securely and avoid noisy movement. Silence plus speed equals tactical brilliance. Nighttime camouflage. Daylight gives you visibility. Night gives you advantage. If used correctly, shadows are your allies. Black or muted clothing, mud smears, and stillness. Even minor movements ruin the illusion. Freeze, breathe slowly, become invisible. Improvised barricades. A flimsy wall won't stop a predator, but layered obstacles, noise triggers, and visual deception can slow threats, giving you precious seconds. Use what's around: furniture, rubble, scrap metal. Make gaps misleading, and integrate trip alarms. Slowing danger is as valuable as confronting it. Resource improvisation. The apocalypse is resource scarce. Every object can serve multiple purposes if your brain works like a scientist and your hands like an engineer. Shoes can hold water, ropes can become traps, cans can be used for cooking or signaling. Turn useless items into life-saving tools. Innovation is survival. Quick medical improvisation. Cuts, burns, and bruises can become deadly if ignored. Even improvised bandages can prevent infections and save lives. Cloth, clean water, alcohol, or ash for sterilization. Improvisation keeps minor injuries from becoming fatal. Don't wait, act. Mental toughness drills. Fear, panic, and fatigue are enemies that never sleep. Mental resilience is often your ultimate weapon. Daily visualization, mock drills, and humor reduce stress. Laugh at the absurdity. A strong mind survives longer than strong arms. Constant observation. Even when resting, observe everything. Patterns, noises, and changes in environment save lives before danger even appears. Defense, improvisation, and mental mastery turn chaos into advantage. Master these hacks, and you can outsmart predators, rivals, and nature itself. Section 5 is the ultimate finale, the hacks that separate survivors from legends. Do you want to survive, or do you want to thrive in chaos? Hack number 41 separates mere survivors from legends. Adaptability. The world doesn't wait for you, so you must evolve faster than danger itself. Adaptability means changing strategies on the fly. What worked yesterday may kill you today. The apocalypse rewards those who read, react, and improvise continuously. Always carry multi-purpose tools, mentally rehearse alternatives, and observe how the environment shifts around you. Flexibility is more lethal than weapons. Resource rationing. Even if you find water, food, or energy sources, overconsumption is fatal. Survivors think ahead, not indulgently. Split water and meals into daily portions. Track usage, and don't overestimate reserves. Hunger is temporary. Death from ignorance is permanent. Improvised, signaling for rescue or diversion. Sometimes survival depends on being noticed safely. Other times, being invisible is everything. Mirrors, reflective surfaces, or controlled smoke can transmit information without compromising position. The science of attention matters. Psychological intimidation. Humans are the deadliest predators in post-apocalypse. Appear dangerous, unpredictable, and prepared often. That's enough to prevent confrontation. Loud, confident posture, visible weapons, and careful eye contact can deter threats. Survival isn't about violence, it's about perception. Legacy planning. Yes, it sounds philosophical, but survivors leave information, maps, or instructions for others. Knowledge sharing increases group survival odds and turns chaos into continuity. Leave messages, map markers, or simple instructions for allies or future travelers. Even if you move on, your intelligence can save lives, including your own indirectly. Rapid problem solving. In post-apocalyptic environments, the unexpected is standard. Survivors improvise solutions under pressure, turning potential disasters into advantages. Carry basic repair materials like rope, duct tape, and wire. Anticipate failures and pre-plan solutions. Creativity under pressure saves lives. Situational paranoia. Overthinking is often mocked, but cautious awareness saves lives. Expect threats everywhere, but manage fear logically. Visualize threats, mark blind spots, and always plan escape routes. Fear is an ally if used as data, not panic. Environmental engineering. Modify surroundings to your advantage. Build channels for water, small barriers for animals, or shade for heat management. Small modifications can create massive safety gains. Think like a survival architect. The world can be molded to protect you. Post-apocalyptic hygiene. Disease kills faster than predators. Improvised sanitation, clothing management, and cleanliness reduce infection risk dramatically. Boil water for cleaning, rotate clothing, cover wounds, and keep campsites tidy. Survival isn't glamorous, it's microscopic. Psychological edge, humor, observation, creativity, and calm thinking make the difference between survival and despair. A sharp mind turns chaos into advantage. Congratulations, mastering these 50 survival hacks transforms you from a rookie into a post-apocalyptic strategist. Adapt, improvise, observe, and laugh in the face of chaos. Survival isn't just about living. It's about outsmarting the world every single day.